Have you ever wondered what it's like to sit in silence for 10 days? No talking to anybody, no using the phone, no carrying a book, no computer, no technology, not anything at all. I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I decided to go to Vipassana. And it's literally one of the life changing experience. When I first decided to go to Vipassana, I did not have any big expectations at all. I just thought, like, hey, you know what? At this moment in my life, I'm like happy. Let me try this. Maybe learning meditation might make me more peaceful, calm, and happier, is like what I thought. And I was really too scared about one thing, that was like, how am I going to go days without talking to anybody? Because for heaven's sake, I can't stop yapping. So that was the one I was like very scared of. I thought they are going to throw me out of the center because I'll talk anyways, what I thought. But yeah, spoiler, I ended up being correct and I stayed the 10 days. Okay, so to go to Vipassana, I packed my bags, and my bag is literally packed with, for 10 days. I have packed 15 clothes, all white. And also for Gar ke kapde, also I have packed all the white dresses only, because I'm like, I'm going to meditate. And if I wear white, I'll feel very calm, is what I thought. Well, of course, I think the color helps though. And I'm I'm there, and I'm like, oh my god, like I have like given up my phone and everything. And evening, like you're supposed to reach there in the afternoon, before evening. And evening there is a orientation where they explain you how the course is going to go, the rules and everything. They explain it to you. I'm just sitting and listening to all of those things, and after that they allocate your seats, and etc. So you learn all of those things in the day zero, I would say. And then day one starts. You wake up at 4, and by 4:30 you have to be at the meditation hall. For me, waking up was basically not the difficult thing. That was the like easiest, I would say. I'm fine with waking up. And I go there and sit, and I'm unable to concentrate. I'm like, I can't concentrate at all. I'm just sitting there, irritated, frustrated, fuzzy, cranky, and all of those things, because I don't have my phone and I'm not allowed to talk to people. And I have been on trekking before, but per se in trekking, there is no signal, but still you have your phone on hand. You're clicking pictures or doing things or talking to other people. You are engaged in something. For the first time, I'm sitting just there with no engagement with anything, with no entertainment whatsoever. It really was very difficult just to even sit there. I was questioning myself, why did I even like get myself into this? But I thought, you know what, this is the first time and I'm going to stay for 10 days and all of those things. I'm just like motivating myself. And I keep trying to meditate, and what happens, my mind starts playing all the songs that I have like ever heard, I guess. I'm questioning myself. Do my brain even have anything else at all? I felt like my brain had 99% of songs. It didn't seem like, I mean, no other thoughts were coming up. It's all song after song after song. I thought my mind is a radio. And not even good ones. I feel mm, it's all the crazy songs and some lines getting like repeated in my mind. I'm like, you know what, like I haven't even listened to this song in years. Why are you coming and playing it for me now? It was like that, and I kept trying to concentrate, but it was like too difficult. But yeah, these were the first 3 days basically. I feel like the first 3 days are things which, for me, the first 3 days reflected things which are superficially there in my mind, um like it's not the impact or emotional thing, like whatever you observed from outside, I think those were displayed in my mind, is what I would say whenever my thoughts came up. And another interesting thing happened. I am somebody who generally doesn't sweat very much. I like rarely sweat, barely sweat kind of a person. And Yeah, we were sitting there, and I did this course in April 2023, and it was like too hot. I couldn't handle the heat, and in between the AC fan and everything was off, and I was literally dying, irritated. I was wearing a kurta, and I was like just fanning myself with the kurta, which I shouldn't have been doing. But yeah, like I couldn't. I was too, yeah, irritated. And the teacher called me, and then she asked me, why are you like fanning yourself? What's happening? She asked me. And I'm like, you know what, it's too hot, like I'm unable to handle it, and all of those things. And then she tells me that, you know what, like I want you to try this. Just accept that it's hot and it will be okay, is what she told me. And I thought in my mind, wow, what a stupid solution ever, is what I thought in my mind. I was like, if I accept it's hot, it won't be hot, or what? It will still be the same, right? Is what I thought. And she told me this before we were retiring to our rooms, like at night 9 o'clock. And next day morning again, like I wake up for meditation in the morning, and I'm just sitting there again. I'm like sweating and everything, and I'm like thinking to myself, huh, there is nothing else to do. She told me I could like accept it, maybe, like, I'll like repeat it to myself that, I'll just accept it's hot. So I just like told myself that, hey, it's hot, and okay, this is the climate, I'm accepting it's hot, kind of something like that I was playing in my mind, or trying to accept it by whatever she told. I was just like trying for that, and to my surprise, I cannot believe, I stopped sweating physically. It's still hot, and from early morning, like let's say the meditation starts at 4:30, right? Like as the time increases, the heat is only increasing. And surprisingly, I completely stopped sweating. I was like, oh my god, I accepted, and my body changed, or I mean, it just felt like magic to me. And like, I became interested now in meditation, and I'm like, something is definitely there, because, you know, this was so unbelievable for me. And I was like, I'm gonna try and meditate more and everything. Like, maybe I'll like feel more better, and all of those things. Typically, you're not supposed to meditate aiming a result, I guess. Or I'm not sure. I mean, that is Vipassana. So you just accept whatever is what is Vipassana. So basically, accepting something doesn't change your situation or anything, but it changes how you feel about that situation. So even if it was hurt, when I have like accepted that it is hurt, I was no longer irritated or anything. I was just calm going about my day. And then day 4 came. I was like super excited, because day 4 is Vipassana day, where they teach you like how to do Vipassana. So the Vipassana session is a 2-hour uninterrupted session where they guide you how to do it. And it was one of the best feelings in my life. I started doing it, and I just felt so light, like I was floating. At one point, I thought even I'm like levitating, like, not like this high or anything as such. I thought at least, like, I'll be levitating like at least this much above the floor, because I literally didn't feel like I was in ground. It was magical, magical, magical. And I just, I can't even explain it. I have like never felt that feeling in my life, where I felt so light, like I was floating. And I got no words, I say, I think. So then comes day 5, 6, 7, 8. So these days were more like, opposite of the first 4 days. In these days, all the memories that were from my past, there are things in our life which we feel like should have never happened. There are bad things in everybody's life which we feel like, no one should have like gone through something like this kind of things. So all of those things start coming up, and it really was heavy. But yeah, these are all the things that happened in my life, right? So to just sit with those emotion itself was very difficult, and it was making me definitely very agitated, angry, the feeling of unjust, like this should not have happened, that feeling. So I'm going through all of these intense emotion. There was this one point where I even like cried uncontrollably. Like the crying is like not stopping. I'm not making any noise or anything, but then like I just read one of these words which they have written in the notice board somewhere, like where they put it. And I just read it. It just like flooded me with tears. It was like a tap was opened and it could not be closed, kind of unstoppable crying. And I didn't know what to do. I walked to the volunteers and they took me to the teacher's room. And then the teacher sat and spoke with me for a while. So that was that. And yeah, so going through all these intense things, I'll tell you how this all like changed for me. So every time one of these like heavy memories flooded, and when I was like filled with I don't know, all kind of sad or angry emotions for that matter. And it just felt like they tell you, like in Vipassana, they tell you whenever like, these memories are coming to you, or, you're feeling anything at all, just concentrate on your, like observe your body or observe your emotion, observe it, like be a observer is the general kind of instruction that is given to you. And I'm trying to observe whenever I can, because sitting here meditating is the only thing you do, right? So I keep trying to observe, and an amazing things start happening as I meditate. I did not come here with the intention of forgiving anyone, or like letting go of my past, or forgetting what has happened. All of these all of these things were not the intention. I just came in a very playful way. Hey, you know what? Like, I'm happy. Maybe I'll try this. I'll be happier. That was the intention, literally. And any of these things were not in my agenda. I promise. And like, things started coming to my mind. Like, I was able to see from many other perspectives of why somebody behaved a certain way. And I was not even trying to forgive someone, but it just started happening that I started having compassion for all the people who did not do right by me, who hurt me, who made me cry, who made me feel very bad, all of those things. And I started having compassion for that people. I was able to um I don't know, empathize. I wouldn't say, I don't even know what the word is actually, or how we could like term it. I'll just give you an one incident. Okay, so this was one incident that was like bothering me. So I have this aunt who is let's not name her. I have an aunt, okay, and she also has a daughter. Sorry, she has. Uh, so she has a daughter too, and we are in a public gathering place. And that day my mom was not there with me because she was arriving late, whatever. And this lady goes that, you know what, like my sister, my cousin sister, is like probably just one shade brighter than me, not much more than that. And she goes, hey, you know what, like my daughter is beautiful because she has a brighter skin and this girl has a darker skin. And I was pretty young at this time, which upsetted me like very much. I even like remember what I wore that day. Like this scene is something that, like, as a like a movie, as a scene, like this scene is there in my memory, okay. And she have did many more things which all are more or less these kind of categorized things where she is trying to put the other person down is the main concept of it. And you know what came up to me in meditation? So in general. Not that anybody should be judged in any of these standard, I'm not trying to say that at all. I was academically performing better than her, and I was always involved in extracurricular activities, doing something this that, and always like shining in school because of always being in stage because of the extracurricular activities, right? And her daughter was not doing any of those things, which is okay, everybody has their choice, and I am 100% sure, and nobody is less than anyone or above anyone because of whatever things they are doing, so I'm not trying to say that. But I think somewhere she felt like, as a mom, she wanted to tell people, or to herself, or for whosoever, I don't know, that she wanted to feel that her daughter was better than me. Comparison is very unnecessary, but yeah, that's what she wanted to feel. So it comes from a place of her love for her daughter in a very twisted way, that to show that her daughter is good, she put another child down so that, you know, she could make people feel that her daughter is better, which is a very ignorant point of view. Because yeah, something, being less of something doesn't make you good at something. But any which ways, so this thought like came to my mind, and I was no longer angry on her, because all she wanted was to feel that her daughter is good, and she didn't know how to do that, or she only thought this would make her daughter better. She didn't know any better, or yeah, this was the only way she knew. So this kind of understanding came to me. So not just for this one instance, in everybody's life there would have been many instances where they would have like felt very bad for something, hurt by somebody, felt pain, felt sad, and etc. So for many of like tens of other instances, I was able to mm, comprehend the other side probably, and that helped me develop so much compassion is one thing. And literally I was not trying to forgive them, but all the anger was gone. What they did is not right, I'm not justifying that, but the pain got very less. I wouldn't say it's not a, like, you know, like a magic eraser or magic where somebody puts some powder on you and then you forget everything, not those kind of things, right? But then the weight got so less. Okay, so now coming to a couple of like fun things. Okay, so generally you are seated in order of the experienced meditators are made to sit in the front, and then comes the, like, you know, you're made to sit in a way the older people sit in the front, and then the younger ones sit back and back and back. So when I did it, I was like pretty young, and I was like sitting in the back row, and I just did not like sitting there, and I just kept thinking, oh, it would be nice. I thought first row would be too much because it's like, you know, on the face of teacher. I was thinking, you know, it would be amazing if I could like sit in the second row, and you won't believe it. Like somebody from the second row, they wanted to like change the seat, and they went back, and I requested the teacher, and then I went and sat in the second row, which felt like so good. And then there was this other day where I'm not even somebody who likes popcorn, by the way, or I mean, I do eat it now. There was a time where I won't even eat popcorn, and I am craving like popcorn. I'm like, you know what? Like, I really want to have popcorn. Is like what I'm feeling. And that evening, on our snacks slash dinner, whatever that is, I got popcorn, and I just like felt so happy. And there was this other day where I was like thinking, you know, like there are like individual meditation cells where they let you go and meditate there. And um, I kept a dress specially for that. I thought like on the day of going for the single meditation, I'll wear it. But I didn't know which day we are going to be lit in. That I have like no clue about. But then that dress, I was like very excited to wear. So I wear that dress. And the same day I got to go to that individual meditation cell. And there were like few more things which happened this way. I don't know whether it was like intuition, whether I got to knew it prior, or I don't even know like what word to like put on it, but it just felt a little, you know, I don't know, something like, I don't know, manifestation magic, or like intuition, or like, is it weird what is happening, all of those like mixed kind of feeling. So 10th day, you are allowed to talk, and then once the meditation is over, I'm like, I don't even know like what I'm going to talk or anything, because it's been 10 days of that I haven't like spoke to anyone literally. And I'm out there, and then this lady comes to me. You know what was the first thing she told me? She told me that she blessed me, that um I bless you, that this smile that you have, may this smile always stay in your face, is like what she told me. And then she like told me that she saw me smiling while I was like meditating or walking around and everything. And yeah, so I think that's why she wished me like that. She had that feeling, and many people who were there were like mostly elder than me. So lot of people came to me and gave me blessings. And there were like couple of women who came to me, and then they told, you know what, like I was like missing my kids, and then when I saw you, it felt a little calm, because you are just smiling and like walking on your own, because there is nothing else to do. So that's what you are doing when you're not meditating. And they told that it was like when we were missing our child, it was like nice to see your face sitting there with a smile or something like that. It with so much blessing. Imagine I am there where I am feeling already very light, because lot of the weight that I was carrying for all of these year have been lifted off or reduced significantly. Okay. And I'm like so positive. I have let go of all these pain I was like holding on to and everything. And on top of it, all of these people who are also there with positive intentions, who have experienced something similar to what I have experienced, coming and giving you all these loving wishes. It was one of the best feelings ever. I can like bet on it, if somebody could like go back and measure that day, and like measure everybody's happiness on the world, I think I would have been the happiest person, or I would come in like these are 10 people who are the happiest on this particular day. If if somebody can like measure that, I would have been on the top 10. Really, I was that happy, that happy. It was undescribable. Sorry, it's literally like um undescribable kind of happy feeling, calm, no hate, no pain, no negativity or anything, and surrounded by all these people who are so positive and loving. It just, I literally came out as a new person with new perspective, feeling light as a feather, calm, and overall like so literally happy. And I come out, everybody around me, I literally, I think I happy tortured people around me. I was like, I went to Vipassana. It was like so amazing. It made me so happy. You should like definitely give this a try. I was like, it feels so light. The pain is gone. This is amazing. Everybody who I would meet, from the cab driver to my neighbors to people, like when I'm walking out, if somebody comes, if they're like walking in opposite to me, if they say hi to me, I'll tell them, please go do Vipassana. For 3 days, I went on and on and on and on to people about how Vipassana is the best thing in world, and how they should like definitely do it. Yeah, it really, even like talking about it now, thinking back on that experience, is making me feel so happy, and I'm just so tempted to go to Vipassana. Like Like, should I go next week is like what I am thinking, but practically I won't be able to, so probably I'm planning for it next month anyway though. But yeah, like, just thinking back on this experience, it's it's happily overwhelming. I'm filled with happiness. I'm filled with gratitude that I got an opportunity to do this. And um it's Vipassana is one of the best thing. um, it it's literally a life changing. And anybody who is watching this video, if you are considering um, to do something new with your life, if you are thinking about going to Vipassana, definitely do go. It's very much worth it. Just go with one thing, that however difficult it is, I request that you go and stay there for 10 days, because only when you complete it, it will feel good, because as I told you, the in between days were pretty difficult, but then things got okay by the end of it. So please do complete, is what I would say. But yeah, one of the happiest feeling ever. And it will change your life. So go for Vipassana. Thank you for listening to me, and I'm sending you all so much love.